Hello, 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 everybody. So, okay, yeah. Let's just start out by saying, yeah, I suck. Hang on. Sorry, washing machine. Doing laundry. I know I was supposed to do a part 2 and come back and tell y'all a couple things, but then I got to Houston and there was some issue with my room and it just, yeah, I mean, everything was fine, but then just, I was like this the whole time. I was going to just do one thing after another and then not feeling well. And yeah, so it's still no excuse, but just say it. I suck. Carrie, you suck. You don't do what you say. You say you're going to come back. You don't come back. You come back days later. Okay, I get it. I'm horrible. So that was Tuesday. It's now Friday. And yeah, I'm terrible. So, but so just kind of bear with me because I'm doing laundry. And so I'm just going to kind of take y'all all over the house and the kitchen with me because I got to go tan in an hour. And then I got to go back over to JR's house. He's at work till 2:30, but he's going to come stay over here at my house this weekend. Usually I'm at my house. I'm here at my house during the day, and then I stay at his house at night. Sorry, I'll get some out of the washer. But he's going to stay this weekend over here with me. I mean, we don't live like not even 10 miles apart, but anyway, so, but yeah. So, okay, so Houston was good. It was not an MRI month, so I didn't have that. I have my next MRI next month in October. But before I get to what I was going to tell y'all Tuesday, and I never did, and again, bear with me, I'm doing laundry. When I was at Houston, and some of you probably already know this if you're on my Facebook, but some of the doctors came to me and asked me if I would be willing to be a patient coordinator. Long story short, I'm not trying to toot my horn, just basically telling you what they told me. Because, you know, of my story and my journey and, you know, like for example, when I was diagnosed, I was given, you know, less than 2 years. And now it's been like 4.5. And just because, you know, I've maintained a positive attitude. I mean, not every day. I mean, I have bad days. We all do. But just things like that. You know, the doctor was telling me that, you know, she's like, we tell patients this every day. And she's like, but, you know, it's totally different when it's coming from, you know, somebody that's in their shoes, basically. Sorry, y'all. I know this is a horrible video, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to get this done with y'all and get laundry done. So, but anyways, and so, I was like, absolutely, like they must have read my mind or something. I mean, I've always been a people person. That's just my personality. I don't know a stranger. As my mother says, Carrie's never known a stranger. And I don't. I mean, I walk up to homeless people that are sitting down and sit down on the concrete and, hey, you want some conversation? Do you mind if I sit down? You want some company? That's just me. I'd talk to a tree if it would talk back. Actually, I'd talk to a tree even though it don't talk back. But anyways. And so, and I said, absolutely, because it's like ever since I was diagnosed, and this may just sound kind of weird, but bear with me. I'll get this stuff started. But I literally feel like, almost like it's kind of become like my calling, you know? By the way, I just have to show you all this because I think it's so cute. It's actually JR's laundry hamper. But it says, wash me. And then look, y'all. It has this little top. I think it came from like Ross or TJ Maxx or somewhere. But when you put laundry in it, I just think it's so cute. Jacking it. And of course now I can't do it. There we go. It's got a top that goes over and folds over. So like if it's full or you don't want laundry to fall out or whatever. And then you drawstring it. I'm sure everybody's seen one of these. I'm apparently the only person that's just now seeing this. But I'll just not share that with y'all. But anyways. I was like, ooh, that's cute. I'm going to make that mine. But anyways, and so I just kind of felt like it's kind of become my calling, you know, and I remember being in that spot, you know, and I know some of you are going through pretty much what I am or other things yourself, and you know what it's like, you know, to be in a position where friends and family and loved ones and doctors are telling you, you know, I understand, it's okay, but do you really though? And not that that support is not helpful. Don't ever think that that's what I'm saying, because it's not. Oh my gosh. Every minute teeny tiny, whatever the smallest thing is, of support and love and understanding and compassion makes more than all the difference in the world. But when it comes from somebody that's like, I know what it's like to have those sick days. I know what it's like to feel like complete shit. I know what it's like to have days where you're just so damn angry and mad or scared or sad or whatever the case is. That makes a huge difference, you know. When I found my first brain tumor support group and started going to it, it was like, wow, like really? Like, okay, you too? Okay, so, oh my God, you do that too? So, man, so what do you do? How do you, you know, it was just like relief. That's the only word I can come up with, but it was helpful. It was relating. It was familiar. I don't know, a bunch of other words, but anyways. And so it was like, you know, because these people are walking in my exact same shoes. You know, my sister from another Mr. Kim, girl, you and I'm wearing the left one, you wearing the right one, honey. We're not even in the same type of shoes. We sharing the same damn pair. You know how our lives have been, from our weight loss surgeries, brain tumor, cancer, everything, girl. So I know you know, and I know a lot of y'all know. And even those of you who aren't going through a journey like this, like, don't ever think, oh, what's a good way to put it? Like, don't ever think don't think that like your support and your love is any less or any different because than the one that I'm getting from somebody that's going through exactly what I'm going through. Because, oh, no, not the case. The understanding is just different, you know. That's like a guy getting kicked in the nuts and me going, oh, bro, I understand. But do you? Do you? Okay, well, no, technically. I'm sure it hurts. It looks like it hurts, but, you know, I don't have franks and beans, so for any of y'all that remember something about Mary, you know, the franks and the beans. But anyways, so, you know, it's just the only example. I know that was the worst example I could come up with, y'all. My bad. I'm so sorry. That just sounds nasty, but that's the only thing, you know, kick a dude in the nuts and me go, oh, man, God, I know that hurt. And him go, really? You do? Okay, well, technically no, but by the look on your face, I'm going to say you did, you know, so, but yeah, and so, I'm just super excited. So they just basically thought I would be a perfect fit, wonderful candidate. I'm like, as long as, no offense, but I don't have to be there anymore and I'm already there. They were like, no, you can do it. I mean, unless you want to be. I'm like, no, I'm good. But pretty much on the days I'm there, the days I feel good, days I'm available, I don't really know how that works. So they're going to, you know, don't call us, we'll call you. They'll get back to me. So, so that was super, super, super cool. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So, and I don't think that I've told y'all this. So if I have, though, please forgive me. But last Tuesday, so not like just a few days ago, you know, when Alexa, read notifications.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. Chocolate syrup will arrive today.
Oh. Anyways, and no, I did not order the chocolate syrup, y'all. My mother ordered that. It's either my mom or something going to my daughter's house. Somebody's always ordering something. But anyways, and so, so basically a week ago, last Tuesday, so like 2 weeks this Tuesday, JR and I went to meet my older daughter, Molly, and her fiance, Alex, for dinner so that they could meet him. Originally, you know, I had told him, you know, look, I'm just going to be straight up with you, dude. Like, my daughters, I call them my wardens, and I do, especially Molly, my 30-year-old, my older one, who lives locally. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Let's see, let me turn these lights out. I hate these spotlights. So. Okay, hopefully that's not too dark. But anyways, you know, being that when I was married to their dad, you know, they watched him beat the living shit out of me. And then with my ex, they watched him beat the living shit out of me. And so she owns a few AR-15s and a few other assault rifles and guns, as our family does. And is not afraid to shoot somebody. And she's like, third time, not letting you go through it. But I promised her that it'll never happen again. You know, that I will not let it happen. Sorry, y'all. I've got to take y'all with me. I got to get some crap done. Hi, sassy girl. And find out when my lawn guy's not here because I got tired of doing the lawn. But anyways, and so, just trying to find a place to set my phone. Anyways, and so we went out to meet him, to meet them for dinner so that they could meet him. And that went really, really good. And let's see, sorry, I'll put the laptop up. They liked him, you know, from what they know of him so far. Oh, so originally, you know, I told him, I said, you know, listen, here's the deal. We could date a year probably before you meet my kids, especially Molly. They need to see me continuously be happy. They need to see, okay, this person, you know, isn't just all talk. They're just not all bullshit. You know, they back up what they say. They you know, they've continued to treat my mom good. But then, you know, and he said, I'm totally fine with that. He said, they're your daughters and only you will know, you know, when the time is right. And I said, well, I really appreciate that. Even though I've already met his 3 sons. We went and spent the weekend with one of them. Well, they all live in the same town. But we drove the motorcycle out there one weekend. And I know his mom, his dad, his brothers, his sisters, his cousins, his nieces, his nephews. I pretty much know everybody. And I adore them and they adore me. But this is just, you know, our family's so small and it's different. I mean, I'm an only child. And so it was just kind of a deal where it was like, well, you know, how is he ever going to be able to, quote, prove himself to them, especially to Molly, if she doesn't meet him? Again, I'm so sorry about this video, y'all. And I look like this because I got to go tan. And so I just messaged her one day and said, you know, hey, just think about it, you know, but maybe we can do dinner or something. And a couple nights later, she was like, hey, what about tomorrow? And I was like, okay. But she told me, she said, just let him know I will kill him if he ever lays a hand on you. I mean, just let him know. I'm not even playing. I will not allow you to go through this a 3rd time. And I'm like, oh, he's well aware of that, and he's not that type of man. Anyway, so long story short, he met one of the wardens, the main warden. And remember the assistant warden, Madison, my 27-year-old, she lives in Austin. But I guarantee you, as soon as we left dinner, Molly called and said, all right, so far. But she told JR, we were standing outside of the car, all of us talking. And she straight up told him, she said, I didn't even ask nothing. She just said, well, she said, you know, so far I don't get a bad vibe and, you know, you're all right. But basically, you know, I'm watching your ass. And I told him, and I said, dude, we could be together for 2 years and she's still going to be, that's my warden, you know. But the great thing about him is he was like, I don't blame her. That's exactly what she should do. And I'm like, wow, okay, thank you. You know, and so it's just, that was awesome. Anyway, so now the other thing I was going to tell y'all, and this is just kind of a bit of, probably nobody really cares, but it was crazy. So we have a date night every Friday night, JR and I. I mean, we're together every night, but like Friday night's like our official date night. Again, sorry this video sucks, y'all. And we were coming home from dinner. We had gone to this Italian bistro, Sammy's, and then ran by the grocery store. And we're coming home, and, you know, he lives out in the country. And you drive down this old farm market road, and then you turn left on his street. Literally, maybe 6 car lengths before we turn. Out of the blue, y'all. I mean, this is like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. We see this motorcycle in midair. Now, mind you, we ride a motorcycle. We were in the car, though. In midair, flipping, rear wheel over front, and motorcycle parts going everywhere down in this culvert, ditch, ravine, where depending upon where he lives, what you call it. And we're like, what in the hell? We never saw a motorcycle, never saw motorcycle headlights. We just see this big, it was an older, like a Ford Expedition coming towards us. We were going this way, and we saw it like turn like out of a street that came out, you know, we were driving on a country road, and then there's a street like out of a residential, but it's all, you know, big farmhouses out there. And we see it go to turn, well, the way they were coming left on that street. And then this motorcycle. So I thought, okay, well, the motorcycle must have been parked. It broke down or something, and they turned too wide and they hit it. So we immediately pull over off the side of the road, and then I hear the girl get out of the passenger side of the SUV, and she starts screaming, he's under the car. We rolled over him like 3 times, and I'm like, oh, dear God, Jesus. And I look up, and originally you know, here's the front of the SUV. His feet and his bottom half, he was like, the way he was laying, were like in front of the passenger or under the passenger, behind something tire, and his upper, he was in the front. Well, he got on his elbows and he did like this, and he drug himself to where he was this way, like in between the headlights out, and he's holding his hand up, and I can see blood, and I'm like, so I'm on the phone with 911. And I'm calling him, you know, and I'm telling him, hey, it's right under the Johnson County water tower. Like, this girl rolled over. I mean, she drove over him. I thought it was an empty bike. So what we discovered happened, and then there's another girl freaking out, and she comes to get JR's phone, because I'm on my phone with 911. She's like, I've got my baby in the car. I don't know where my phone. So what ended up happening was, we're coming this way. Okay, we're going to go home. The girl that used JR's phone was in a little Honda CRV, and her whole driver's side was creamed. The Expedition or Explorer, whatever, actually it was the Expedition, was behind her. They were going to go around her, she said, because she said, apparently, because I was driving the speed limit, I wasn't going fast enough, and they tried to go around me. Well, as soon as they went to go around her, I guarantee you, they saw our headlights, they swerved, they slammed her driver's side with their passenger side, overcorrected, and when they did, that dude was sitting on his bike, and he would have turned left or right on the street, either gone left the way that those two vehicles were going, or if he would have turned right, he would have gone the way we were going, but he got creamed. Wow. And I'm standing out there, and so I tell him what happened, I tell him where it is, I tell him, you know, mile markers, all that stuff. They're asking me, is he hurt? I'm like, yes. Do you like, I can see blood? Like, yes. But he was coherent enough to ask them, can you find my phone? I need to call my wife. And I guess they never could find his phone. Dude, y'all, it knocked his helmet off his head. It knocked both his shoes off his feet. The dude, yeah, I was just like, we didn't ride the bike that whole weekend. Last weekend, we were like, no, we're good. We're good. And JR, I can't believe he rides a motorcycle still, because Molly, my older daughter, she had a wreck that she was literally killed in. She had to be care flighted in April 7th of 06. In July of 06, he wrecked a motorcycle that he owned, and he's got pins and rods and screws and plates in both of his legs, and always will. I'd be like, I don't know if I'm gonna get back on that bike after all that. But anyways, and so, but yeah, so I mean, it just, like, it messed us up, y'all. We were like, that's so, yeah, I don't know if we want to do all that. Anyways, and so, yeah, it was just horrible. And of course, because this is, you know, old country, you know, I mean, and I'm like, man, what has been taking them so long, dude? Like, what the hell, man? This dude needs help, like, now. But because it's so country that they don't, like, have their own fire department. It's all volunteers, so that people got to get together, get to the thing, you know. So they finally get there, because I told JR we're not leaving until I see medics and stuff. And, yeah, it was insane. So, I mean, at least we know he doesn't have any kind of a brain injury, hopefully, with, you know, because he was talking, he was coherent, things like that. But that's just, yeah, man, it just shows you how freaking quick, like that. That's why I tell people all the time, dude, you ain't got to have cancer. You got an expiration date, too. Just because I have cancer or a tumor doesn't mean that you don't have one. We all get stamped when we're born, and only he knows. But anyway, so, yeah. So, I'm going to do patient advocacy thing. Sorry, I'm doing 1,000 things wrong, my bad. And then I'll do my MRI next month. Trying to think what else. I know there's more, but yeah. So, but I hope everybody has had God, y'all, I'm getting so fat. I weigh like 130 pounds now, y'all. It's pathetic. And if another person says, but you've got 25 pounds of extra skin, I'm going to punch them in the face. My scale doesn't say, oh, you weigh 130 minus 25, 105. No, my scale says, big bitch, get off. One at a time. That's what it says. It says, but anyways, so yeah, so I hope that y'all had a beautiful and blessed week. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, French Fry Friday. I'm telling y'all, since my dad died in March, like, shit's been off, y'all. I mean, seriously. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But, you know, so, because I was good, man. I was doing my videos every day. We had our Manic, which turned to Magnificent Monday, our Taco Tuesday, Wendy Girl, Taco Tuesday. We had our, you know, what day is it? Mike. Day, Wednesday. And we had our Thankful Thursday, our French Fry Friday, our Saturday Catterday, and Sunday Fun Day. Now we got Carrie's a lazy ass. Go figure. So, I'm trying though, y'all. I'm trying to get better about it. But, anyways, so, but yeah. So that's all. I just kind of wanted to update y'all on that stuff, even though it's nothing really, really exciting. And like I said, I know this video is horrible because I'm doing 100,000 things. I need to put a new, what you call these thingies? I forget what the hell Bath and Body Works. Wallflower, calls them. They call them wallflowers, y'all. I got Sweet Pea. It's one of my favorite because it's strong. Sweet Pea. But anyways, so, yeah. So I'm going to go tan. In fact, I'm going to leave here in just a minute. And, by the way, so maybe somebody can tell me this. I don't know if these are made because they're made in a different country. I don't even know if they are. I don't know. But you know how righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, okay? Why is it that these, when they unscrew, you turn them to the right to unscrew them? There we go, to the right. I don't know my left or my right apparently today. And then same thing, when you go to put them in the thingy, you know, normally you'd put it in and you would turn it to the right to tighten it. No, it's backwards. You turn it to the left. Why? How come? How come it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey? And I'm for real. I'm being legit serious, y'all. Like, is it, are they made in another country or something? Is that what it is? Is it, you know, kind of like those funky-ass chargers that people got to get for their phones? I don't know. I'm so Texas girl, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, so. But yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to bring this to a close for now so I can get a few more things done. And I'm going to try to get JR. In fact, I'm going to get JR on film this weekend. He probably ain't going to like it, but. And my daughter, I warned my daughter, I said, he is not my normal type. I mean, he is your big, burly Harley biker dude. And y'all are wonderful. Y'all are fabulous. I love y'all big, burly Harley biker dudes. That's just, let's get real. I end up with these little thugs. Of course, and that's why they treat me like shit. So, and he's not a thug. In fact, we even go to church together. But yeah, and so he's just, we are so night and day different as far as, you know, physically what we go for. But what we've gone for in the past treated us like crap. So we said, hey, we're not going to do that again. We're going to try a new route. And guess what? It's worked, y'all. It's worked. Okay. I'm just messing with y'all. So, yeah, so I'm going to get him even though he probably ain't going to like it. But, oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. So, but I'm going to go and I will be back at some point. I ain't going to say when because I'm going to lie and not do it. And then look even worse than I already do and suck more than I already do. So, anyways, but I love y'all.